And we are live, everyone.
Oh
Welcome to
yeah.
Taco Tuesday. There I am not. I will be there shortly.
Oh,
There I
there we
am.
go. There we go. All right. There we go.
Welcome to
Massive,
Taco Tuesday.
massive
My name is Frank.
welcome. Sorry,
Yeah,
sorry there, TD.
you're good. Hey, welcome everybody. We got some people in the audience. Awesome. All right. We got Recurrier sitting in for Sandy, Plax as usual, and we have a special guest, Jack, behind the mask there.
Welcome. Hello.
Massive shout out to Ricuri and Jack for joining us, special guests on tonight's stream. Ricuri, it's always amazing to have you. I haven't spoke to you for a while on stream. He's here to tell us all about Metaforce venue as well and some of his
Nice.
favourite upcoming features. So this will be a little bit of a switch up type of episode this time. And as always, we've got the amazing TD. So welcome to the Taco Tuesday stream. I'm just putting out the ping now. 2 seconds.
All right. I just hit up the Metaforce community, so
Sweet.
hopefully we'll get some people in. Every time it's Taco Tuesday, I get like I don't even know how many
Jack,
pings
your-
because I'm in NFT Gamer
wind's
and then
blowing.
I'm in the Taco server, then I'm in Taco Racers, so it always goes nuts. It's like ming, 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 ming. So
I know.
now I added
It's
one
crazy
more with the
when it
Metaforce
is.
server.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and there was some rumbling around there. I'm just gonna go ahead and mute Jack. Jack, you're on mute, so when you're ready, just unmute yourself.
Right.
There's a lot of rumbling around there.
Oh, Shingland, yeah.
Yeah, you might want to
Awesome.
go inside or just like because the wind's blowing in the microphone. But
Awesome. Let's see. Why am I black and white again? You guys notice that?
you have lost a little bit of saturation. I would
I
guess
lost
that
my
is the
color,
setting,
dude.
TD. It's the saturation
Yeah, it is.
feature.
Oh.
Well, your dome has a special little sheen on it. It's a
Oh
little
yeah, that's coming off the light though.
Yes.
Yeah, I can change that color.
Oh, there you go.
So awesome. Hey, Notorious in the house. How you doing, friend? Tuesdays. Thanks
Is it
for
better
the
now,
cheer.
Plex?
Yeah, that is better.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, shout out to Tuesdays in the chat there as well. We got two new top tacos today. You remember Peter Walken, TD, who called in?
Oh
Peter
yeah, of
Walken
course. How
is,
can I forget?
is one of our new top tacos today, and also Tuesdays, who joins the stream every week. So there is those two new top tacos tonight, and then we've just added Jack to the support team as well.
Nice. Where did we get Jack from?
Jack is
Somewhere.
is a
Community?
member. He's in the community. He's a member of the Taco Racers and the Taco community. He's part of the Shingland community as well, the Shingland venue. And he's great support in the server. He knows Taco like he knows, like Cozy does in a sense. Maybe even knows a little bit more because he does a lot of lurking on the test net. So he's a pretty smart guy. He knows his things about Taco too. And that's why I invited him on the stream. He's popular with the other members in the community as well, so it's just nice to have a switch up tonight.
Awesome. He's in Phoenix's secret server also. Jack's
Oh, boy.
everywhere and does so
Secret
much.
Service.
Yeah, I've been the first person to get into the racer server back then.
He was the first top racer at Taco Racers as well.
What's somebody got to do to be a top racer? Is it
So it's basically, it works the same as how the top taco role works, where just valued members of the community in any way that you are contributing. It doesn't necessarily have to be you have to be necessarily active all the time. It can be just a little small thing. It could be a one-time thing. It could be recurring. Just being a nice part of the community, helping other new members out where you can, if you can. Like letting us know if there's an issues or just people that are passionate about the project. We like to reward them with a role that helps you stand out in the server, and also is a ladder to support and moderation if you also wanted to be part of like the community management team. So it's a way of, and also we often at Taco and Racers use it as a whitelist as well for some of the drops. And as you know, like owning a VIP or Universe source occasionally as well is sometimes some of the only ways to get those sought after whitelists. So top tacos and top racer roles is definitely one that is a great role to have, and it can only be rewarded to great community members.
Nice. Very cool.
Loads of hard work.
We do have some new news in Taco today. We've got the Wombat collab. Now all the Taco NFTs are stakeable in Wombat, and we also dropped today the collaboration equipment, which was, let me pull that picture up now. I hope everybody got it. It was 2,000 Shing, and it was the Adventure Kit Taco and Wombat Brigade equipment. Hope everybody grabbed one of those today if you could.
Yeah, I didn't happen to get one, but that's because I'm putting everything into my everything else Taco. So
leveling up those venues. Are you still leveling all your venues?
Mm-hmm.
The ones that were on 30.
I have, how many do I have? I have 3 of every common ingredient, 2 of every uncommon ingredient, 1 of every rare ingredient, and then an epic. So
you're basically self-sufficient there.
Yeah, the only thing I don't have, so I've got my own mushroom bar, and then Metaforce has the Meat Force bar and grill. So the only thing that I don't have covered between me and Metaforce is a chicken stand or a chicken bar. And honestly, you can usually find a straight up swap for like a mushroom for chicken or something like that. So that's never slowed me down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
It is a great way to be self-sufficient, almost like that. So you can craft your own ingredients. That's a whale move. It's a power move, that Rec. But you've been there since the beginning. Maybe you want to explain to everybody who's watching tonight who hasn't met you first about Metaforce and its original collaboration with Taco back in the day.
Way back.
And how you finding Taco and what you're doing with your venue.
So way back when Taco was pretty much just the utility wallet, they also had a taco shop, and we had given some comics from our collection to be listed up in the shop, and they got listed up for Taco. And not too long after that, the Taco price started going really high. So they were listed at the price they were at that time, and then Taco started to moon. So now, like, if you want to go pay like 10x on them, you can go buy them in the Taco shop. They're still listed. But yeah, so that kind of started it out. And then I've been using the Taco app for a long time. And when the venues came up, which is, months ago now, I don't even know, at the beginning of the year.
January.
Yeah.
January.
So I personally collected a bunch of venues, and then we got a venue for Metaforce to use as a community venue. And so once you get up to level 100, you can do the brigade, and everybody who brigades at our venue, which we call the Meat Force Bar and Grill, has the opportunity to get a ticket. So what we have is what we call the Metaforce Arcade, and Metaforce is a comic book and collectible, and we have some music, and we have a whole bunch of different stuff. We even have like a coin collecting kind of setup. It's just all these different kinds of collectibles that you could be possibly interested in. But we have our play to earn partners, which Taco is one of them, and that goes chicken behind TD. And then, if you participate in one of our venues, so we have the Taco one, and then we also do trains and Alien World and a couple others. We've got Long Haulers is coming on, and eventually, once the proper mechanic happens, we're hoping to have Taco Racers in the arcade as well. And you can earn arcade tickets. And with those arcade tickets, you can do one of two things. Right now, you can trade them in for Comics token, which is our token, CMX. Right now, it is you can use those to build collectibles. So we have a 1 and a 5 and a 10 all the way up to 500. And then eventually, we are putting together like, if you go into like a real arcade and then you get all the tickets and then you go up to the kind of like prize bar or whatever you want to call it. So we are in the process of putting together some prizes in a prize pool, and then you'll be able to turn in, a chunk of those tickets for that, for a draw off that prize pool. And so it's kind of recreating in a lot of different ways the idea of like, when you go into an arcade, you don't just sit down and play one game. You can play this game a little, you can play that game a little, you could do whatever you want to do.
Prize redemption, basically.
Yeah, don't play the ones that you don't like, and then you collect all these tickets. And so then those tickets will be, will be redeemable. So we're in the process of getting our token to also be fungible, and then we're going to have drops set up for it. And so there's a bunch going on. But the idea really is to get this whole ecosystem of smaller and medium-sized independent projects all supporting each other and working with each other and cross-connecting all the communities, because a lot of us have been around for years, and we really helped to kind of build up Wax a little bit. Yeah, I see Cameron saying NFT Chuck E. Cheese. Yeah, man, totally. I got to go get my Chuck E. Cheese outfit and fire up the band. But yeah, we want to connect and have all of us supporting each other and have our players supporting each other and all of that. Because as some of the bigger names come into the space and these bigger games, which is great, and it's great for the space, but we don't want to see the independent projects, the ones that don't have multi-million-dollar budgets, disappear. So it's definitely an effort for all of us to support each other and build out the community at large.
You have always been about promoting collaboration and community working together. That has always been your strategy. And when you build your positions in some of these other projects, you always build them with this logic in mind that you're investing in this project so that you can co-collaborate communities and work together, and everybody can win. You've been in Wax since the OG days, since before me. When I remember seeing Metaforce when I first joined Wax. So, and then obviously in the Taco VIP chat where we originally first spoke to each other. But it's such a great ethos to have, and I'm all about collaboration. I am all about collaboration in this space too. TV, I don't know what's going on with your camera there. Jack,
I'm messing with it. Shout out to Possible Panda for the Prime sub, dude. Thank you.
Thank you very much for that, guys. Jack, I've got a question for you. Do you want to tell us a little bit about Shingland, and do you want to tell us a little bit about your taco experience?
Well, it all started out basically me scouring the Play Store for apps which gave free stuff, and I stumbled across Taco, and that basically started my whole Wax journey. And in the beginning, I just jumped around venues, Masters Rep in the beginning and Cozy's a bit, and then I saw City's venue promotion and joined Shingland and have been active there for a very long time now. I'm part of the mod team there as well, and we do loads of crazy stuff, such as now we've got a Gartic challenge running again, which Tech Addict is hosting, our Prince of Play. And it's been a wild journey. Before Wax, I most of the time spent most of my money on Finance Chain and did a few questionable investments. This is a mild thing to say. And I've just loved the Taco community for the whole community as as a whole, just helping each other out. And
It is a
Yeah.
great community, regardless of even just like a taco is what brings us together, but the community itself is a great place to hang out. There's a lot there's always something to talk about or something that's going on in the taco server. Thank you very much as well for all the help that you give there. Kitorian as well, amazing on the support team. What was I going to say? I've got a little bit of extra taco news as well. Now is also you can upgrade your collectors using tacos. You can blend them up to the mythic rarity where they will hold 3 oni, which obviously depends on your stake and everything like that. But if you need to upgrade your collectors, that blend is now available.
I see Nostalgic has already gotten his to Mythic.
Who?
Nostalgic.
Cozy. Oh, Nostalgic. Oh, yeah. Because he's always racing for mint number ones. He's a big mint number one fan. I've actually got one for you if you want, mate. I've got a table cleaner cap, bronze, mint number one. If you want it, not a Nostalgic, hit me up. We are going to have a couple of giveaways tonight as well. On the Taco Racers development side, we've been testing a lot more of the adventure mode. I don't know if you've tried that out, Rec or Jack. I don't know if you've tried out the adventure mode.
I don't have access.
So it's not because it's not. It's
Neither
very,
do I.
very, very closed. But it's in development and it has been tested. Jack, have you tried it?
No, not yet. I was sick during the time that Parker gave out the invites, and I didn't have a PC, and now I'm set up in the new place with a PC again, and I haven't hit up Parker yet to get an access.
So
Shout out
it's,
to long
very-
haulers in the raid, dude. Thank you.
Who's raiding?
Long haulers, man.
Long
Man,
long
Sid,
haul.
what up,
Thank
Sid?
you very much.
Raiders.
Welcome to the Taco Tuesday stream.
Shout out Sid.
So what was we just saying there?
About the adventure mode.
Oh
About-
yeah, so the adventure mode update is in a very closed private beta. It is exclusively if you are online at the time and you get the ping. Can you come and check this out? It's only available on Windows at the moment anyway. We're working on a compiler for DMG Mac, but it's literally just to test out some of the features. It's absolutely great. 3D. You can control the vehicle, which I know was something that a lot of people really, really want. So you're in full control of the vehicle. There's checkpoint racing. 1v1, you can connect it. It's not connected to the blockchain yet, but obviously it will be, and you can select your driver, you can select your upgrades, all of that ties in. And adventure mode is going to be absolutely huge, and something that I haven't actually. It's flying under the radar at the moment because there's not so much marketing, but I expect the new Taco Racers updates to be absolutely amazing. I'm looking forward to those.
Yeah, I really liked the update, the most recent update where the you have the different tracks, and the one track. I think the most important thing is that the one track it resets every day.
The 24-hour reset, Green Plains track.
And then the rebalance of how the points and the TCR and everything happened. Because right when it launched, I went and I played, and then I won just a couple races. But then really quickly, the people that were like hardcore data, like
Same with
figuring
me.
out all the settings and everything, then all of a sudden it was just like, well, if I go and I get 5th place, that's all it is. And now, I pop in there and I do a couple races a day, and I can do it casually and not even really sweat it. And I win some, I lose some, I come in 3rd place on some, and it's just so much more fun for a casual player. So for somebody who's not like hardcore digging into details.
Absolutely, for sure. And that is the way that update was. It was meant for balancing like that. Then there's also the rebalancing of the actual. You can't lose on it at all. Like even though you can lose the race, but you won't lose all of your stake If it's like 1,000
Right.
Shing to enter, it's impossible to lose all of your stake like it was previously. And then also every race, you are adding points for the leaderboard prizes, and you are also gaining TRC token, which can be spent in the in-game shop, which then unlocks parts, which can be equipped to the vehicle for more horsepower or blended to other vehicles. So I mean, it's absolutely amazing updates from the Taco Racers team, and it has. I totally agree, Rek. It's much more fun to play, even though the prizes for those. I mean, if you do get your perfect tune and you are one of those that absolutely kills it, then like the first prize is not as high as it was previously, but it's so much more balanced and more fun to play because it's much more accessible. And with the 24-hour resets, that it's just brilliant. It's great. It's great to see these updates. There's so much more coming. It is still like in a very early phase.
Yeah. No, it's good. I like playing casually, and I think I'm really gonna enjoy adventure mode when that comes out. But it's a tough balance, because I see that with every project, that there's some people that go in hardcore and they are grinding several hours a day and they're getting everything perfect, and you need to service that user as well. But the casual user, you can't forget them either, and having that balance that really kind of both have it away, and having the multiple tracks and leagues and all that stuff. It's been
certainly
really
expanding.
Yeah.
And it's just great to see how fast the development is actually coming along as well. And also when there is when there is a issue with it, fixes have been pretty much fast as well. And also we're now doing community votes, because there is no like DAO system or anything yet, possibly in the future, but it's not being literally, the focus is not there. But we're doing community polls on like certain things if they want to change. Like for some people were getting stuck in races for too many hours because there's nobody else joining that race. So now it has like a auto cancel feature if the race doesn't start before X amount of time. So that was voted on by the community as well. In the Taco vote, I can't remember exactly what date the new Taco poll is that you'll be using the Taco G governance token to vote with. Rex probably got a few words to say on that, I would have thought. But yep, that is coming very shortly as well, the next Taco governance poll.
Yeah, so I took a really different approach when all the leveling came out. Not everybody, but a lot of people were like, they picked one venue and they were like, I'm going bonkers on this one venue. And I just said, I'm going to get as many venues as I can, especially like the common ones on the cheap, and get them all up to level 30 so I can get as much voting power as possible. And then when the Oni update came out, it's like I can get a whole bunch more levels cheaper by loading up on a bunch of common venues, and then trying to get up to like the level 300. And I didn't know that was going to happen, but I was really happy it worked out that way. So I
think a few people are thinking the same thing, and like it's going to be really beneficial either way you play it. If you have multiple venues or if you just had one that you was leveling, it's going to be fair and balanced for both. But I would say that until these kind of updates, it wasn't necessarily balanced to your strategy of holding multiple venues that was loaded up on levels. It wasn't necessarily until these newest updates, and there's more updates to come. Until these updates, it wasn't necessarily a strategy that was, you could see that wasn't in the roadmap exactly. As I said, these features have come along, but it will be balanced for owning multiple venues or just owning one and focusing on that. But also, you have the benefit there of the Taco G, which you got into early.
Yeah. Now, well, in the Taco G, I think most people watching this are probably aware, but maybe not everybody. It's a little bit different in that it's non-transferable, and every time you vote, you burn some of what you're holding. So you really got to think about your votes, and also people who do happen to whale in aren't necessarily going to control every vote, because if a vote comes up, I know for me that I'm kind of okay with whatever way it's going to go. I'm just not going to burn my Taco G on that one, and I'm going to save it up for votes that matter. So I think or I should say, matter to me more personally. So I think it's a really kind of ingenious way to kind of level out some of that whaling, because as soon as somebody whales, like, they're done, they're reset. Like, if you throw everything you've got at your vote, then you're back to zero, and the next important vote may come up before you've like rebuilt your stack. So I was a little confused by it at first, and then as I've seen it in action, and as I've played out being, one of the ones that would be affected by that, I've really become kind of a fan of it, because it's such a big equalizer. You can't just go in and buy every vote, because even if you buy one vote, then you're broke. So, yeah.
Of course. Fede is a master at this type of things that he does. I always trust his way of doing things, and it always works out. And I know that there was a couple of ways people thought Taco G might have been used, but I was always under the impression, not necessarily that it would have been non-transferable, but that it would have been burned on vote. I knew that. And that is always a mechanic that I wanted in there as well, because as you say there, it reduces the stack. It reduces the stack that you have, so you don't have a constant like wait vote. But I mean, some type of DAOs work with that system really well. But it's nice to do it this way. And as you say, it makes every Taco G count. Because if you really want, if you like, you personally can probably swing a decision if need be. Possibly.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. I'm just sitting on the first vote that came up. I threw a couple votes at it just because I wanted to participate. But then I sat back and I'm like, well, I'm going to wait till the end and see if this is going the way I want it to or not before I commit more votes. And I thought I was happy with 2 of the 3 outcomes, and it was one of the 2 that I liked. So I was like, all right, I'm just going to let this one ride. I did watch it right till the end, though, just in case somebody came in. Like,
we've got a caller.
Press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
You are live on the air with Taco Tuesday. Who do we have?
Hello, it's Cody from Taco Racers. Right.
Hey.
Hello.
Cody from Taco Racers.
What up, Cody?
Right.
Yeah.
What's up, bro? How's it going?
Welcome to the Tuesday stream. How can we?
Oh, a little bit of
Yeah,
delay
we
in
can
there.
hear you, bro.
I just had a question about when the end of the season is going to be, because I feel like a little bit of a corpse at the moment because I've been hardcore in this racing, and I'm just wondering if there's like an end in sight or something.
Do you mean like an end to the current full season? Because I mean the season changes daily, meaning the settings. But I believe we don't have a final date exactly, but it's not going to be longer than 4 weeks.
All right, sweet. I'm just wondering when I can get my life back, because at the moment I'm pretty much on my phone 24/7. You know.
Keep stacking that TRC. You're an English guy as well. I can hear from the accent.
Mate, I'm in Manny, same as you, bro.
I'm not in Manny, bro. I'm in East Yorkshire near Scarborough.
Oh, you sound like you're from Manchester. I thought you were DJing out there.
All my mates were, well, I lived in Marbella few years, and all my mates were Manny, so I speak a bit like that. Everybody always thinks I'm from Manchester.
Ah, bloody, it's the northern twang, isn't it? I hear
Birds
it.
love it, mate.
Mate. Yeah, that was my question. I just wanted to work out when I could get back to some sort of reality. But if it's in like 4 weeks or so, that's sweet. I'll just keep
4
going.
weeks, maximum on this full season at the moment, and then I need to confirm this, but there'll be much more updates coming for the next season.
Oh, sweet! I can't wait, mate. It's it seems good.
If you want to help us test adventure mode, give me a DM and we'll send you a private invite to test the adventure mode. If you wanted, if you're always playing, you're welcome to come and test that with us at some point.
I've already done it.
All right, well, give us your opinion then. Tell the taco stream how you'll find adventure mode.
Oh, it's sweet. It's smooth as, you know. It's. I was really impressed by how smooth it was in like a web game. I thought that was pretty impressive to be able to do that. It's really smooth. Like, it's a lot of fun just to go around and, like, you know, see other people racing as well and doing the checkpoint. So that part of it's really cool. So yeah, I think a lot of people are going to love it when it comes out. It's something different. It's something no one's ever done before. So yeah, fair play to all you guys that are doing it, and girls if there are any. Yeah,
thank you very much.
Nah, it's all right. Well, I'm going to go now because I've got to get back to racing.
Yeah,
thank
you so much for calling, man.
Thank you very much for calling in there.
And we got another one coming right in after that.
We're going to be getting the call in tonight. We love you calling in, guys.
Hey, thank you for calling in Taco Tuesday. This is TD. Who do we got?
This is Cameron Lambert, Cam Lamb.
Cam Lamb, what up?
What's up, man?
Shout out Cam Lamb.
Damn, back-to-back callers, dude. We're rolling tonight. Let's go.
So I big fan of the whole taco project. Been in it for a couple months now. Just had a big question for Plaque. I know you are very in tune with a lot of the new games coming up. We got, you know, Quest, Arena, and all this. I know there were certain requirements. Have they released any more updates on, like, what level a certain venue has to reach in order to unlock some of these games? I believe Cryptia was, I think it was level 200 or 300, but I didn't know if there was any plans for the other two.
Level 300 is the next milestone, is what I can say. That is when Cryptia will be unlocked. So basically, when you hit level 300, the venue that unlocks that will unlock Cryptia, which used to be called Taco Dungeon. Don't get those confused; they are the same. Cryptia is the actual name for the game, and that will be unlocked for the first venue. It'll be unlocked for everybody, but it's playable through the venue of the level 300 venue. And I don't actually have the level specification requirements on the next brigade phase and PvP. So I can't say for sure, but for sure I can confirm that level 300 unlocks Cryptia for everybody.
And what is sure is that Shingland will be level 300 first.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, and Shingland is in the number 1 position and is ahead by a fair few levels to hit that goal first for level 300.
Oh, that's awesome! Can't wait. I'm excited.
Thank you. Any other questions, bro?
Cool. Thank you so much for calling.
Are we going to get Quiet Storm to call in?
So, going back to the seasons thing, I really liked when Wombat came out with, like, here's a season, it's this length, it's this time, and then there's like a week off. Like that other caller was saying, it gives you like a mental break. And I super like that. I encourage you guys to keep that up. Like, every time there's a season, give a break so people can kind of recharge and come back excited for that next season. And it doesn't have to be super long, but, you know.
That is actually a great recommendation and suggestion, and I think that is something that we will stick by. Great there, Ricoria. And Cam was no, sorry. I've forgotten his name now. The first member who called in there. So yeah, we will add a break
Toby, I think, right?
to the seasons, so that you do have a little bit of time just to have a week off or two before the next season comes along with all the new features.
I've found that week is pretty nice, because you not only do you get the mental break from it, but then you can also step back and be like, okay, I never wanted to fiddle around with my settings or what I was holding or whatever, because I didn't want to miss anything. And then you can go out and say, all right, this worked for me, this didn't work for me, I'm going to make this adjustment, I'm going to go get this vehicle or whatever. And I felt it allows for a whole nother, almost like a accidental second level of gameplay, because you can take your mind off of the doing the race, and you can be like, all right, what's my strategy for next season? And it creates this opportunity to use your brain in a different way for the same game. So it's kind of a cool setup that way. So I got a couple questions. Sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say, sorry. I just spoke to Sebastian there because I'm on the Discord at the same time. He confirmed that we will add a season break at the end of each season for sure.
Awesome.
So you've all got a little bit of time there. What a great suggestion. This is why we do this type of stream. We want you guys to call in and Recoria add into that there as well. Thanks, guys. We'll definitely do that. Thank you very much.
So I got a couple little questions just as a racer. So right now you go in your garage and you just kind of see your vehicles and that's it. What's like the vision for the garage? Will that include like the horsepower update tokens or upgrade tokens? When will those be live? Like what's the whole thing going to happen with the horsepower upgrades in the garage? Oh, he's either thinking really, really hard or
I think he's frozen.
For like solid 2 seconds, I thought he was really thinking about his answer, and now
I mean, he'll just pop back in. It kind of happens once or twice.
So,
you know what? What's that we got?
Sorry
there
about
you go.
that,
There
guys.
you
Listen, I just had a problem with my connection there. I've run out of data on that phone, so I've had to switch to another hotspot. Sorry, Recoria, to cut you off there, mate. Say that again.
So the garage right now, you look at the cars that you have, and there's not much else going on in the Plex got internet rugged.
I went to 0.
What is like the future utility and future plans for the garage, and when will horsepower upgrade tokens be usable?
Yeah, I would think that it is in the garage UI that you're going to be upgrading your vehicle there. And I haven't seen any UI teasers for garage updates, but it will. I know just right now you can only see your vehicles there, but it will be much more of utility to that page, and you will be able to use the upgrade horsepower token when that is available, which is very soon. I just can't exactly say when, but I can say that the land is coming, and we have a huge update that we're going to be showing this week. And I mean, we have a huge update coming this week, so you need to stay tuned on the server for the announcement that we have regarding land, which a lot of people have been excited about.
So I don't speak out of turn, what is public
We're
about
going in turns?
What's public about?
Known? Yeah,
Publicly known about what?
land.
Oh, well, it's fine anyway. Like,
Sebastian and Taco Racing.
we have Sebastian
press
on the
1
phone.
to
He
send
will
a
tell you
voicemail.
all about this.
Hey, Sebastian. TD here.
What's up, guys?
How you doing, brother?
What's up? I was listening to the stream. I overheard the question about upgrade tokens. We've left it very open and esoteric, so I figured I'd call in and answer the question.
Hell yeah.
So upgrade tokens will be usable really soon. So upgrade tokens, I think, are incredibly undervalued right now. Upgrade tokens give you an advantage, a huge advantage. Obviously, if you upgrade your vehicle. Once we open up adventure mode, which will be, a full driving experience, that extra horsepower advantage will really come into play. We have a major update, like a massive major update that we're going to be sharing this week. We have a lot of things coming out, a lot of new features to adventure mode that we're going to be sharing with everyone. We're going to start revealing a lot of the micro games that we've been talking about, the mini experiences that are going to be actually occurring within adventure mode. People will have
jobs, if you want to say that. They can choose things that they want to do and different many experiences that they can earn with. There'll be additional earning potential, but we'll share that in an update, a massive update that's coming this week. I just wanted to let everybody know. I know everybody was asking about the horsepower tokens, but they are definitely very, very undervalued right now. In the future, those horsepower tokens will be highly valued, I think. So we have a major update coming out. Look forward to that. By the end of the week, we're going to make a massive announcement. And I think that everybody that's been involved with the project thus far and has been waiting for this kind of next turn on what we're doing will be pleasantly surprised and pleased with what we have in store for you guys. So I just wanted to call in and chime in on that. I'll let the stream go back on, but just wanted to answer that question. Thank you guys for having me.
Thank you so much for calling in, brother.
All right.
Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
thank you guys. Bye.
Just hold on a second while I go sweep the floor on horsepower upgrades.
I know. I was just about to say it's not financial advice, but everybody knows that market is probably going crazy after that call. I just want to say thank you all guys for calling in. It's brilliant that we're getting more calls every week. We absolutely love to have you guys on the show and answering any questions. I can tell TD's loving it too. But I've got my friend Chris with me here as well. He's loving that everybody's calling in. It's great that we have this community. We urge everybody to call in. We'll let Jack say a few words as well. Jack, have you got anything? What's your favorite parts of Taco? What's your favorite Taco NFTs? What's your strategy in building your position in Taco? Apart from being in the community moderation team.
And I'm sorry, just 1 second. Shout out Token Gamer for the raid. Thank you so much, guys. It's Taco Tuesday. We're having a blast.
Welcome to Token Gamer.
Welcome, everyone. Yeah. Well, I started out buying out a lot of venues back in the day when they were still cheaper before the Oni update. So I've got 8 of those, 3 uncommons, and I'm slowly leveling them up. I've got 1 over 30, collecting my Taco G. I built up my extractors for a while, then ran out of wax, and now I'm just building up my LP position and slowly upgrading my venue to 50 is the goal, and the others above 10, because the Oni venue share is basically 75% of my daily Oni. So my strategy was during the pandemonium, when pans were released, I bought a ton of pans, got myself a mythic brigade hat.
Nice.
And that has been a big gain in my Xing production every day, especially now that Xingland has been growing daily, and our pool is almost at 1 million now. So I get about 1,000 Xing a work. Sorry, Plex?
No, it doesn't matter, mate. No, continue.
And yeah, basically,
Oh, it's because there's a bit of a delay there. Sorry, I was saying I have a Mythic Brigade equipment as well, and I can also confirm that is absolutely amazing to your daily Xing production if you play a Brigade, to have that Mythic Brigade equipment. It's a hard way to blend your way up to it. You might be able to get one on secondary, but yeah, for sure, recommending the Mythic Brigade equipment for playing Brigade. Continue, Jack. Sorry.
And it's very painful to blend up. I have lost a few legendaries on my way. Even broke 2 legendaries, which was very, very heartbreaking. But yeah, you just continue and push on. And it doesn't matter if you throw in 1,000 wax, 0 wax, just get yourself 1 equipment and start Brigade, and then continue from there. Slowly work your way up. If you just want to focus on Brigade, that's fine as well. And my strategy is just get the Xing, up my venue, and get more Xing, upgrade the venue, and get more Xing and upgrade the venue.
So basically, just compounding and leveling is that's the main strategy. That's how you would go about leveling venues in the first place. You mentioned there about building on your LP position. That's something we haven't talked about so much on the stream. So just as a little segment here on the Taco Tuesday stream, would like to mention about LP rewards that are currently provided through Alcor with Kate rewards. If you provide LP, because Recourier will definitely be able to tell you about this as well.
Yeah.
This is why I wanted to bring this up tonight, because LP rewards is a great thing we haven't talked about on the show yet. Lots of people already know, but if you provide LP to the taco swaps, like taco to wax, Shing to taco, and Shing to wax, those pairs are rewarded daily powered through the Kate reward system. You'll receive an airdrop of the pool, your share on LP rewards. But I just wanted to discuss this because this is going to be a thing that's coming up soon in future taco utility updates, and also it's underpowered in the wax space, the power of LP rewards. So I'd like Metaforce to comment on LP and LP rewards.
So yeah, LP, the liquidity provider rewards. So you have to go into doing any liquidity provider positions being well informed, and the reason for that is you're subject to the market movements. So basically, you're providing both sides of the trade, and then the swap function is going to use what you're providing to make those swaps. So if, for example, it was wax versus US dollar, and you provided it in when wax was 50 cents and the equal amount of US dollar, as wax dropped down to 10 cents, what happens is that people are essentially selling that wax, and you're going to be buying it with your USD. Now, if you believe wax is going to bounce back, that's fine. But once that drop happens, now you've got a much larger stack of wax versus your US dollars. And then, in the case, not that I think this is happening with wax or with any of the tokens necessarily, but in the case that you were providing liquidity for a token that went down to zero or near zero, what happens is you hold a ton of that and very little of the now valuable token. Now, a way to protect from that is if you have token pairs that are very and that the term for that is impermanent loss. And basically what it means is if you had not been in that LP and then made a spot trade later on, would you be further ahead than you were by being in the LP? In the taco space, they have a bunch of back checks on pricing. And so you can essentially have a return loop for back check on pricing, in that you can use Shing to make ingredients. You can trade those ingredients for wax. And the way they designed it, they've created kind of a set of bookends where it's very, very likely that the LP of wax versus Shing is going to stay in this, this trade area. And they've also, created that a little bit with the Oni. Now, right now, Oni value is very high because it's such a limited supply. Over time, it's going to come to the spot where it's going to all level out. And so with the liquidity that you provide for let's say wax versus Shing, taco versus Shing, that pair is very, very stable compared to a lot of other pairs. And so it's one of the few pairs where you can feel somewhat confident that the rewards you get from it are going to be worthwhile, because you're not as subject to impermanent loss. Not financial advice, all the disclaimers, just one man's opinion. But it's very interesting. And right now, those are provided by a third party, Kate, who does it for, several different projects. And in the future, all of that, everyone knows Taco Swap's coming out, and everybody knows that there's going to be, their own LP system involved with that. And so those rewards can work out really, really nicely. Not all LPs are you going to get that farm. That's really called LP farming, where you take your LP and then you're using that LP token that you get to then earn another token. And most of the stuff on Wax doesn't have that. You're just getting whatever returns you would get from the fees on the exchange. You're not getting that secondary return. So I'm very much looking forward to the update with Taco Swap that's coming, and how that's going to improve upon that LP and that reward system, and it's going to empower certain people and certain collections and whatever to really help build for their community. So that's a big update that's coming out, and I'm looking forward to it, not only for myself but for my community, because we've got a lot of things planned that are going to depend on some of these new things coming out. So
For sure.
yeah, definitely look forward to it. Look forward to Taco Swap when it comes out. I think it's going to take what we're used to on Wax and put it up on another level to start to introduce the kind of complex and thoughtful DeFi that is prevalent on
needed on Wax. It's absolutely essential. I am so surprised compared to other chains that have like amazing DeFi platforms like PancakeSwap and Uniswap. I'm so surprised that there isn't already. Well, it's because maybe the tokens on Wax, as some, because they're related to each project, it's not so much like you're trading pools of ETH or Mana or Dogecoin, things like that. The Wax-based tokens, but for sure there should be much more DeFi capabilities built into the Wax. There should be something doing that, and Taco Swap for sure will. I hope also to revolutionize DeFi in the Wax space with Taco. So it'll be absolutely brilliant. Also, Oni plays a big part of Taco Swap as well. That's just a small hint, won't say no more. So work on your Oni as well, gathering as much Oni as you can.
Yeah, I've been this is what I figured out as my strategy. You get Oni essentially by burning part of what you have staked. And so I take my Oni, I replace whatever got burned. So I swap a little bit of Oni to replace what got burned so that my stake doesn't drop down. And then the rest I've been putting into the LPs. And, if the LP, I'll be trading Oni for Shang or Oni for Taco, which is fine. So
I have a little bit of the Taco Oni LP as well. I actually started that pool because I have got quite a little bit of Oni. I've not swapped it at all. I've only added just a little bit to the LP, and I've been holding it until the utilities come out for it because, I'll never swap it for. I'm not going to need that Wax. I'm going to need the Oni. Do you know what I mean? So I'm holding it.
Yeah,
I completely understand, and but that's actually a clever idea to swap just a little bit of the Oni to cover the burn. That's actually pretty smart. It's quite clever. I'm terrible at maths, so I just can't even think about things like that. But for sure, what I was going to say about Oni there. Oh yeah, I'm not sure whether I'll use it in what it needs using for, or whether I'll add that to the LP. But I've got a fairly good holding of it already. So if the LP becomes incentivized, like LP rewards, then I might put my Oni there, or I might use the Oni for what it's needed for. We'll have to see. Sorry, team. As well. I know we're playing the Criticraft in the background there. We haven't even mentioned kind of what prizes we've got tonight. Anybody who comes in first place is going to get a brigade equipment or a brigade single pack. There's one of them in there. And all second place will get, on the dance-off, they will get the Taco Racers NFT promo driver glasses.
Awesome. Yeah, we just, the reason why I didn't say anything, we just have a ton of work to do after the show with the wallet addresses.
Don't worry. Prizes will be sent out later on. I was just letting everybody know what the prizes are. I just have another quick word to mention on Taco Racers that we're going to be giving some land to projects within the game. So somebody like Metaforce, and for sure NFT Game TV is definitely going to, I can confirm this, receive a headquarters on the map that players can interact with.
Nice.
All right, good. I'm glad you said that because I've been biting my tongue. So with you having said that, I can then confirm that we plan on having a Metaforce land and adding Taco Racer.
You was already doing it anyway. I know that you build your position in anything Taco, and you was all very interested in building your position in Taco Racers. But there you go. Like we'll speak another time, not on the stream, about it for sure. But I know what you're like, Recourier, and it'll, as I say, we're giving away a few of the lands to projects that are like we're collaborating with or that are close to us that we really respect. So look forward to that as well.
So yeah, if you're in the Metaforce community and you haven't jumped into Taco Racers yet, now might be a good time. Not financial advice, et cetera. If you're into collecting those Metaforce arcade tickets, so be ready to race.
Also, if you have a Metaforce or an NFT Gamer TV pin from I can't remember which
Immersis.
project. Immersis. If you have an Immersis pin in your inventory, I believe that this also holds a bonus in both projects. I know in NFT Gamer TV, it has like a higher weight when you redeem your tickets. You have a better chance of pulling higher items out of there, and it has more utilities to come. But also, I have to give a shout out to the Immersis pin. I hold one for Metaforce and NFT Gamer TV.
Nice. Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, we've got some good updates coming up. We've got we just got Honeycomb set up. We're gonna have some stuff based on what you're holding and different things of that nature. So yeah, it's really the next few months are going to be kind of a lot of fun as different different things get built out and
yeah, hell yeah,
some things come to fruition. There's definitely some stuff going on that will happen nicely when Taco Swap comes out and other stuff too. So yeah, I always got to be careful because I talk with you guys, and then I never know what's secret or what's not.
Well, nothing's really a secret, bro. Like that can't be said because most people kind of know this stuff. I can say for sure that Jack knows all of this from looking at the test net. Recourier, you know a lot yourself because you're so involved with Taco projects and you're in the VIP chat there. Obviously, we're not going to give away. I won't personally give away anything that nobody knows. We discuss everything.
Notorious, he did it.
Notorious, congratulations.
I'm Notorious. What up?
Notorious.
If you want to discuss it, Recourier, give me a hint and then I'll tell you.
What's that?
If you want to discuss something, you give me the hint and I'll tell you whether we can.
Well, the biggest thing is the getting a land and officially adding Taco Racer to the arcade That's something that we had talked about in the past, and I wasn't sure exactly what the details were on the land, and if people realize that, people will be able to make an in-game presence or an in-game community and build around that. I always try and be very, very respectful of project development secrets and what's going on, because I know I don't want things going out either that aren't ready to go out. So I try and be very, very cautious about sharing stuff that I know, because I want to break the trust of project leaders.
Of course. And yeah, we have discussed this privately before, but as I just mentioned there, it is absolutely confirmed that we are already giving an NFT game a dealership. They will have their own spot on the map. And I really do think that Metaforce is a project that we can consider as well. And I'd like, I wouldn't say consider, it's going to happen, but either way, it's like you'll have your own, for dealerships, you have your own spot on the map, and then like players can actually drive there, controlling the vehicle in a 3D environment, built in Unity, connected to the blockchain. We're already testing this. You know what I mean? It's already working. It's in an early phase, but it's working. So if it's come this far already, then we're not like too long off it being something that can go into like more of a VIP or a public beta. And as I said, this week, absolutely huge announcement coming about land to the Taco Racers Discord server. So keep an eye out for the announcement on land this week.
Yeah, I have a goal to get my Hell Camino in as many metaverses and games as I can. So
you've even got the t-shirt, mate.
Yeah. So
can we get our Discord names linked to the adventure mode?
That is one of my personal requested features, is to be able to have, it doesn't have to be your exact Discord username, but be able to set a screen name in Taco Racers tuning mode, and it will definitely be available by adventure mode. That you'll be able to use a screen name. So it's not just your wallet name. You can have like Plax, you can have Recurria, you can have TD, I'm looking forward to that. It's a great suggestion. I've been suggesting it myself. It is coming.
Word. All right. What else do we have for our audience?
Oh, so this is something that's kind of important about the collectors. That I'm not sure it's clicked in people's heads yet, though. So the rewards are very staggered or stepped for Oni. And right now, everybody's getting their amount, and you can get up to 10, collectors. And a lot of people are like, well, I don't even have close to 10. Like, do I really need 10 collectors? Do I really need to upgrade them? And so here's the thing. It's not linear. It's not like as more gets staked, more comes up. There's very defined steps. So right now, they're about 35,000 taco staked, and the next step is 50,000. So 70% of the way there. Once that hits that 50,000, it goes from daily Oni produced of 500 to over 2,500. But the percent of that you own is going to stay essentially the same. So if you're making 3 right now, when that kicks up, you're going to go overnight whenever that hits up to like 15. And if you're not prepped for that, then you're going to lose 5 of that. So don't sleep on getting all of your collectors and getting all of your Takors and getting them upgraded. Like, look at what you're getting now and realize that at some point it's going to hit that next level and you're going to get 5 times as much. So, if you don't want to be losing it, you gotta prep for that. And even if you don't want to blend them now, I go get the ingredients and just leave it in your wallet, keep it in your back pocket, because that day that it pops up and then everybody's like, oh shit, I gotta go more. You don't want to be buying into that frenzy because the prices are going to get real weird that day.
It's around 35% of what is totally staked away from the next checkpoint. So the next checkpoint is 50k taco staked with 500 million Xing. And that is currently the total stake taco is just under 35k and just under 355 mil. So only 150 mil Xing to go to this next checkpoint. And as Rikuria just said there, the current daily Oni produced is currently 500. At the next checkpoint, it's going to be 2,550. So Rikuria's advice there is absolutely amazing. If you're not ready for that, which could happen overnight, like we can't say when because it's based on this community stake. But that is what community staking is all about, and that is what about generating Oni. And it's a new way of doing things. It burns 1% of the taco and the Xing a day, but we cannot earn more Oni unless the whole community stakes more taco and Xing to earn Oni. Like, we all need to work together to hit this next checkpoint to get more Oni, which is a cool mechanic.
And for those who have been paying attention, 2 weeks ago, the spreadsheet I shared, you could see the venue Oni production, and the top wallet would hit about 100 Oni a day just from venues at the top tier. So it goes very fast. So you need to be prepared, as Rikuria said, be prepared for it, because as soon as it drops, it might just be too late and you lose some of your Oni.
Yeah. Well, and the other thing is, like, you know, those people that are paying attention, they only staked enough to get up to the 10 per day because they'd be losing it. Well, as soon as they start adding up these tacos and getting more, you know, their motivation to keep their stake low goes away. So it could happen at any time. And there's really no predicting it. I mean, I don't have 150 million Xing to drop on it, but
it's actually it's 150 million Xing away from the next checkpoint, which is, you know, it'd be cool to have some kind of guesses, and who can guess how long it will take to hit the next checkpoint. I don't know myself. We actually smashed through that first checkpoint.
Yeah, I really have no idea, because there's part of me that's thinking there's going to be a handful of whales out there that was just waiting for today so that they can upgrade all of their stuff, and then they're going to get it up to the 30 max, and then they're going to be like, all right, well, let me stake to get up to 30. I think it'll be really interesting when it hits that to see if it like blows past it and we just stay there, or if it gets there and then some people realize they don't have enough collectors and then they unstake and it falls back down. And I really don't know what it is. I don't know if it's going to dance around it, or people are just going to plow right through it and never look back.
It's one of the actually, really, we'll have to just wait and see. But as more updates come out, and especially as Cryptia becomes unlocked and Oni's like really, you know, for sure, I already think we'll be. I will put my bet in that we'll be at the next checkpoint before Cryptia is unlocked. Sure. But in my opinion, because it's only 150 million Xing away to that checkpoint. But still, when more utility comes to Oni, when it can be used more, and especially in the Cryptia when it is absolutely necessary, and taco swap, there will be a lot more community stake then, because you'll need more Oni stake if you need it, and the only way to get it is to buy it on by swapping, or you can have your collectors. I'm telling you, sorry, I'm not telling you because it's not financial advice. But if you've been in taco for a long time, these things, when you get them at the drop, you usually you get them, and you know these things are very important as the future progresses throughout the game. So having collectors and having Oni, it's not just something that's there for no reason. It is absolutely necessary, and it's completely part of the taco tokenomics. From the beginning of the project, there was always going to be 3 tokens, always from day one. This is the 3rd token, so it's absolutely important and necessary for the taco universe moving forward and the taco utility, everything. Some great points, Rikuria and Jack.
Awesome. All right.
I'm over here upgrading as we talk, so.
Oh shit, we got a raid.
NFT action news.
Fuck. All right. I
CD,
guess we're
what was
doing
you doing?
another grubfish then. Let's do it.
Should we do one last grubfish?
Yeah, I think we got it, dude. Like, it's not a rule. If you get
Of
rated,
course.
you
Let's do another grubfish. And massive thank you, NFT Action News, for the raid.
yeah.
Exclamation point play. Type your wallet address. The prize for this race is a Taco Brigade equipment, and second place gets a limited edition NFT Gamer TV promo driver from Taco Racers.
Shit.
We had some great
discussions.
discussions.
That's
tonight,
the one
guys.
you wanna get?
Switch it up.
Hell yeah. Hey, Plax, you want to sneak peek of the next outfit that Sandy and I are slipping into, man?
That's something we haven't mentioned yet. So this week, especially if you are an NFT Gamer TV VIP, I know a few of us are here, but not everybody. We was given an airdrop this week of the Sunny NFT, which is really cool because it's got mutable attributes added to the NFT, which means that it can change its picture. So when I received it, it had like Sunny's profile picture, NFT Gamer TV logo. And then on the 4th of July, it had like something, you know, like something like patriotic or something. And then I've now got the TD one that mutes as well. Like, and I've mentioned on the stream before, I'm a huge fan of mutable NFTs when they're used very creatively, and it can add another layer to projects using mutable NFTs. But it can also be the downfall if it's used incorrectly. So it has to be if it's used very smart. But still, having NFT Gamer TVs that are mutable, I'm really, really impressed, and I saw it update in my inventory.
Yeah, dude. So I just finished the next one. So check this one out.
I've seen those logos before,
We switched
but I like
clothes,
Sunny
dude.
with
How
white.
funny is that? Like, people aren't gonna even notice. So I'm gonna switch them to this one. But yeah, we're wearing each other's outfits, which is just hilarious if you think about it.
I knew the
We're
color was different. So I saw it,
I
but
noticed
you're right.
Sunny
Like
with
so
white.
many people are gonna be doing like little double takes. They're like, wait, did it change? Did it not change? What's going on here?
That was it. That was it, Ricoria. Exactly that. I was in the Taco app. I was in my NFT wallet, and I saw the picture changed. I was like, I'm sure yesterday that it was just the normal Sanica logo, but then today it's like the Patriot one. That's when I went straight over to the Gamer TV Discord server and commented in the VIP chat, "Hey, is the mutable NFT?" Because I'm sure that this changed. That's when TD told me about it. Yeah, proper impressed. Love that feature.
So yeah, we're gonna change them back into the just kind of like a plain outfit, and then we're gonna run an art contest of some sort with the community and have them pick the next one. And
I'd love to
I
see
think
projects.
you have to
I'd love
dress
to
them
see
up in.
projects do better with mutable NFTs and add that as a mechanic in the game somehow.
yeah, no doubt. What were we saying, Rec?
Next time we have a Metaforce drop, we'll dress them all up in like Metaforce gear.
Yes. Yeah, like Halloween costumes, but for like kids, where they have like the.
I know.
Like the
I
half
did
mask.
actually. That's quite cool, but I did think because I always think about mutable NFT ideas and like you remember that one years ago. It was famous because it made $1 million and it sold a pixel for $1 each, like this. And then there was one
Right,
on
right.
Reddit not so long ago where everybody comments and they can take over a thing. You could do it with mutable NFTs, and like you could sell the NFT and then like whatever. I haven't fully thought it through, but that'd be pretty cool as well to make one big picture.
Oh yeah.
NFTs.
No. I get what you're saying. Like each NFT would be a pixel, and then you have to have some kind of interface.
I think Stuck was trying to do that.
You could buy them all
themselves.
up and then change your color to whatever you wanted it.
Like,
to
let's
be.
say there's only 1 million NFTs in total, right? Only 1 million NFTs at $1. And then it's mutable through the interface, and the only other way would, you can only buy them on secondary or until the drop sold out type of thing. Makes one big picture. That's a cool use for a mutable NFT as well.
That's really cool. Jesus, that's cool.
I should
Because
shut
then
up because I've got too many good ideas, me, that I'm trying to work
then you
on.
have
So
communities
anyone
going
steals that,
in,
I swear.
trying to get the ones next to each other so they can make their
Exactly. That's my $1 million idea. So don't be.
You've just told everyone.
yeah. You just
Yeah.
put it out there in
Never
the world.
Tell
Don't worry, I've got
somebody-
more where that came from.
Yeah.
But still, that is something that I have looked at and would be really cool.
Yeah.
What am I doing over here? Trying to get my tacors and
Are
get my
you
level
blending
ups.
the collectors?
Yeah, I am. Yeah, because I know I
yeah.
I have enough that when it goes up to that next level, I'm going to be out of luck. So I gotta step up my game.
Well, Jack can actually just comment again there, bro, because you had a few of the numbers there. You said that 20% venues or something, the highest venue owners would be earning how much only at the maximum
Oh
community stake?
shit! Oh.
Well, in the spreadsheet I did 2 weeks ago, it was the top venue gets around 100 just from the 20% on the top level. If we reach that, and I would have to check again, but it's somewhere around like 22 on the second highest level. So it goes exponentially higher. And I even made a tool that is shared somewhere. I can share it again, where you can see what your venue percentage will be in the future if we hit a threshold. Where it calculates your percentage and it just multiplies that for the next step. So for me, at the moment, I earn 0.3 only a day just from my venues. Next step would be 1.5 approximately.
I really I love the tools. You know the tools. I
Like
forget
the
who made
Mirage.
it when you Mirage. Yeah, that made when you do question mark tools. I really wanted to see added to those leaderboards a Taco G leaderboard, and then I really like the idea of a total levels leaderboard too.
I'll get Mirage to implement that. It's no problem.
Yeah, because those are really kind of important levels to look at too, and fun. And it's
There's
all
also tricks you can get the table yourself.
Yeah. Well, it's also totally self-serving because those are the only ones that I'm like near the top on, and I want to feel good about myself. So it's really all about me. It's a totally selfish request, and I'm man enough to admit it.
All right. I am gonna ping you guys over to. I think I got somebody here. So one of my old Upland friends is streaming. I'm sure we'll do some grubfish or something. So when you get there, say hello from TD, from Left House, from our Courier, from Plax, from everybody.
Shout out
and,
to Left House. Thank you very much for tuning in this Taco Tuesday stream again. Massive thank you to Recourier and Jack tonight for joining us on the stream.
Hell yeah.
And everybody that called in. Get your calls ready for next week. It's I'm here next week, but the week after is the week that I'm with the Taco team. But once again, thank you all for joining.
See you later,
Cool,
guys.
guys. Thank you.
Thank you for joining, guys.
Bye.
Thanks, everybody.